The entryway serves as more than just a transition space. It's the first impression of your home's personality and sets the tone for the entire interior experience. In the realm of romantic design, the fusion of shabby chic elegance with country cottage charm creates an enchanting welcome that captivates visitors from the moment they cross the threshold. This thoughtful blend of styles offers endless possibilities for creating spaces that feel both sophisticated and wonderfully lived in.
Before we delve into our exploration, allow us to extend a warm welcome back to Amica Studio. For those joining us for the first time, we invite you to subscribe for more captivating insights into home and interior design inspiration.
Romantic entryways. Shabby chic and country cottage styling ideas for every season. The art of crafting a romantic entryway lies in understanding how to balance the refined with the rustic, the elegant with the comfortable. Modern interpretations of shabby chic and country cottage styles embrace imperfection while maintaining an air of sophistication, creating spaces that feel both curated and effortlessly charming. This approach to design celebrates the beauty of aged patinas, soft textures, and natural elements while incorporating contemporary comfort and functionality. Today's romantic entryways reflect a growing appreciation for spaces that tell stories through carefully chosen pieces and thoughtful details. Whether you're working with a grand foyer or a modest entry nook, the principles of shabby chic and country cottage design can be adapted to create an inviting atmosphere that welcomes both everyday life and special occasions with equal grace. 1. Timeless elegance. Shabby chic accents for a romantic entryway. Vintage-inspired entryway design ideas, creating authentic shabby chic charm. At the heart of shabby chic style lies a deep appreciation for pieces that carry the gentle patina of age. Vintage console tables with delicately peeling paint, antique mirrors with softly tarnished frames, and time-worn chandeliers create focal points that immediately establish character. These elements should feel discovered rather than manufactured, each telling its own story while contributing to the overall narrative of your space. How to layer vintage decor. Essential shabby chic entryway tips. The successful integration of shabby chic elements relies on thoughtful layering. Soft, weathered wood provides a foundation for displaying collections of vintage pottery or antique books. Distressed picture frames housing family photographs or botanical prints create visual interest at different heights, while vintage suitcases stacked beneath a console table add both storage and style. Each layer should contribute to the sense of collected elegance that defines the style. Modern shabby chic entryway ideas. Updating classic design elements. Contemporary shabby chic design embraces the evolution of traditional elements. While maintaining the core aesthetic of gentle wear and romantic details, modern interpretations might incorporate updated materials or simplified silhouettes. A distressed wooden bench might feature clean lines rather than ornate carving, or a vintage-style light fixture might utilize LED technology while maintaining its period appearance. DIY Shabby Chic Entryway Guide. Expert tips and design resource. When styling a shabby chic entryway, focus on creating vignettes that feel organic rather than staged. Mix authentic vintage pieces with carefully chosen reproductions, and consider how each element contributes to both function and atmosphere. Source unique items from antique markets, estate sales, and specialty retailers that understand the delicate balance between age and elegance. Remember that true shabby chic style celebrates imperfection, chips, scratches, and wear add character rather than detract from beauty. Two. Rustic charm meets country cottage style. Perfect entryway inspirations. Rustic Entryway Materials Guide. Wood, stone, and natural elements. The marriage of rustic charm and country cottage style begins with a strong foundation in natural materials. Weathered wooden floorboards or authentic stone tiles set the stage, while exposed beams or shiplap walls create architectural interest that speaks to the style's rural roots. These elements provide an authentic backdrop for more refined country cottage touches. Country cottage pattern mixing. Essential design tips for entryways. Country cottage style comes alive through the thoughtful incorporation of patterns and textures. Traditional floral prints in updated colorways, classic gingham checks, and subtle stripes can be introduced through upholstered pieces, cushions, or even wallpaper. The key lies in mixing patterns while maintaining a cohesive color story that enhances rather than overwhelms the space. Comfortable rustic entryway ideas. Blending style with function. The most successful country cottage entryways strike a perfect balance between comfort and elegance. A well-worn wooden bench topped with plump cushions in vintage-inspired fabrics invites guests to pause, while a collection of straw hats or vintage umbrellas adds both functionality and charm. Every element should contribute to creating a space that feels both welcoming and thoughtfully designed. Authentic country cottage entryway design. Expert decorating guide. For authentic country cottage style, incorporate elements that reflect rural life while maintaining a refined aesthetic. Source genuine farmhouse pieces like milk crates or vintage signs that can be repurposed for storage or display. Work with artisans who understand traditional construction techniques, and choose materials that will develop character with age. Remember that country cottage style should feel lived in but never cluttered. 3. The power of pastels. Shabby chic color palettes for romantic entryways. Shabby chic color schemes. Perfect pastel palettes for entryways. The foundation of a romantic shabby chic color scheme lies in understanding how to layer different shades of soft, muted colors. Begin with a base of warm whites and creams, then build interest with gentle pinks, powder blues, and sage greens. These colors should feel as though they've been softened by time, creating an atmosphere of gentle sophistication. Entryway color psychology. Using pastels in home design. The use of pastel colors in entryways serves both aesthetic and psychological purposes. Soft pinks create a warm, welcoming atmosphere, while subtle blues promote tranquility. Lavender tones add a touch of luxury, and pale greens bring a connection to nature. Understanding how these colors interact and affect mood helps create spaces that feel both beautiful and emotionally resonant. Seasonal color guide. Adapting your shabby chic entryway. While maintaining a consistent base palette, shabby chic entryways can be adapted for different seasons through subtle color adjustments. Spring might see an increase in soft pinks and fresh greens, while winter could incorporate icy blues and silvery grays. These seasonal shifts can be accomplished through easily changed elements like flowers, textiles, and decorative accessories. Paint color selection guide. Best pastels for romantic entryways. When working with pastels, pay special attention to undertones to ensure harmony. Choose paints with a slight gray undertone to achieve that characteristic shabby chic softness, and consider how natural light affects color throughout the day. Source vintage textiles and artwork that complement your chosen palette, and don't be afraid to mix different shades of the same color for depth and interest. Four. Cozy winter lighting ideas. Setting the mood in your shabby chic entryway. Romantic entryway lighting guide. Essential shabby chic fixtures. Creating a welcoming winter atmosphere begins with thoughtful lighting at multiple levels. Crystal chandeliers diffuse light beautifully while adding romantic sparkle, while wall sconces provide both illumination and architectural interest. Vintage-style table lamps on console tables or sideboards add warmth at eye level. Winter entryway decor. Magical lighting ideas and inspiration. Winter offers unique opportunities to incorporate magical lighting elements. Delicate fairy lights woven through garlands or arranged in vintage glass vessels create enchanting displays. Mercury glass hurricanes housing flickering battery-operated candles add safe ambient lighting. while vintage-inspired lanterns cast beautiful shadows on walls and ceilings. Practical entryway lighting solutions. Style meets function. While focusing on atmosphere, remember that entryway lighting must also be functional. Ensure adequate illumination for practical tasks like finding keys or checking appearances in mirrors. Consider installing dimmer switches to adjust lighting levels throughout the day, and incorporate task lighting in specific areas while maintaining the overall romantic aesthetic. Vintage-style lighting selection. Complete entryway design guide. When selecting lighting fixtures, look for pieces that combine vintage charm with modern functionality. Source authentic antique fixtures from reputable dealers who can ensure proper electrical safety, or choose high-quality reproductions that capture period details. Incorporate reflective surfaces like mirrors and mercury glass to maximize light, and consider how different bulb temperatures affect the overall atmosphere. Five. Decorative details. Vintage mirrors, floral wreaths, and romantic touches. Vintage mirror placement guide. Romantic entryway design tips. Mirrors play a crucial role in romantic entryway design, serving both practical and decorative purposes. Ornate vintage mirrors with elaborate frames become artistic focal points while amplifying light and creating the illusion of space. Consider creating collections of smaller mirrors in varied frames, or make a statement with a single large piece that anchors the space. Fresh and faux floral arrangements. Entryway decorating ideas. Wreaths and floral arrangements bring life and seasonality to entryways. Traditional boxwood or lavender wreaths offer year-round beauty, while seasonal variations incorporate fresh or high-quality faux flowers appropriate to the time of year. Vintage vessels holding fresh flowers create moments of natural beauty that enhance the romantic atmosphere. Curating vintage collections. Shabby chic entryway styling guide. Personal collections displayed thoughtfully add character and interest to entryway spaces. Vintage photographs in mismatched frames, collections of antique keys or doorknobs, or displays of vintage perfume bottles create conversation pieces that reflect personal style while maintaining the romantic aesthetic. Decorative accessories guide. Essential romantic entryway elements. When selecting decorative elements, consider how each piece contributes to the overall story of your space. Source authentic vintage pieces from reputable dealers, and invest in quality reproductions when originals aren't available. Work with professional framers to preserve and display artwork appropriately, and consider how different elements will work together to create a cohesive display. Six. Nature-inspired entryways, bringing the outdoors in with rustic shabby chic style. Seasonal Natural Decor Guide. Shabby chic entryway ideas. The natural world provides endless inspiration for entryway design throughout the year. Spring branches in vintage pitchers, summer wildflowers in antique vases, autumn leaves in weathered baskets, and winter evergreens in galvanized containers create displays that evolve with the seasons while maintaining the core aesthetic. Organic Texture Guide. Natural elements in entryway design. Natural textures add depth and interest to romantic entryways. Woven baskets provide practical storage while contributing organic texture. Dried lavender bundles bring both visual interest and subtle fragrance. And collections of natural objects like pine cones or seashells create seasonal displays that connect interior spaces with the outdoor world. Sustainable entryway design. Eco-friendly shabby chic tips. Today's approach to nature-inspired design often incorporates sustainable practices. Choose locally sourced flowers and greenery, repurpose vintage containers for displays, and consider how natural elements can be dried or preserved for extended use. This conscious approach to design ensures that romantic style can be maintained responsibly. Natural Material Selection Guide. Creating Romantic Entryways. When incorporating natural elements, consider both aesthetic and practical considerations. Work with local florists who understand seasonal availability. Invest in high-quality faux elements for areas where fresh isn't practical, and learn basic preservation techniques for extending the life of natural materials. Remember that the goal is to create a connection with nature while maintaining the refined elegance of shabby chic style. Conclusion. The creation of a romantic entryway through shabby chic and country cottage design elements offers endless opportunities for personal expression and creative styling. Success lies in understanding how to balance different elements: the aged with the new, the elegant with the rustic, the practical with the purely decorative. These spaces should evolve naturally over time, collecting pieces that resonate with personal style while maintaining the core principles of romantic design. As we continue to appreciate the value of thoughtfully designed transition spaces, the romantic entryway remains a compelling choice for those seeking to create welcoming, character-filled homes. Through careful attention to detail, thoughtful material selection, and an understanding of how different elements work together, these spaces can provide beautiful and functional welcomes that set the perfect tone for the rest of the home. The enduring appeal of romantic entryways lies in their ability to combine practical functionality with enchanting beauty. Whether working with a grand foyer or a modest entry nook, the principles of shabby chic and country cottage design can be adapted to create spaces that welcome both everyday life and special occasions with equal grace, proving that first impressions can indeed be both beautiful and lasting.